Charlie, Francis, and Jean. These names conjure up dreaded memories of wind, rain, and damage for many Floridians. The 2004 hurricane season is one that won't be forgotten anytime soon. Though it's been several years since a major storm has hit the Sunshine State, it's important that we plan ahead and be prepared. As we head into the heart of hurricane season, many Floridians are stocking up on essentials such as canned food, water, and flashlights. But there's one thing you should think about donating before a storm hits, and that's your blood.
The need for blood doesn't go down during a storm, but the ability to collect it sometimes is difficult because of the storm. So you might lose a day or two or three of collections, and that lowers the general blood supplies.
Making the need for increased blood donations before the storm hits all the more urgent. That's because while most of us are riding out the storm in our homes or in a shelter, area hospitals are operating at full force, and the people who normally receive blood still need it, whether there's a hurricane hitting the state or not.
We still have cancer patients that are still here. We still have open heart surgery and transplant surgery that's still going on during that time.
A well-stocked blood supply is critical to trauma centers and emergency rooms because they'll be treating the patients who are injured as a result of the storm.
The emergencies that you see are all trauma related, but they can be of greater acuity and greater numbers when we have a natural disaster such as the hurricane. So that's why the potential for an increased blood need is certainly there.
Many hospitals say they see an increased need for blood in the days following a hurricane or other natural disaster.
We might have a greater demand for blood because of the trauma that that a situation like a hurricane might present, and the normal process of that donor, the normal donation process may be interrupted. People, because of the emergency, can't continue to go to the local blood center and donate.
Florida's blood center shifts to hurricane mode well before the storm hits, and donors are a big part of our plan.
Sometimes, yes, you do try to get donors to come before a storm to build up the blood supply. Often it's a response after the storm where you can basically get people to respond because they know that there was some damage and some people may possibly have been injured.
And because Florida's blood centers has distribution sites throughout the state, we're able to keep the blood supply moving to hospitals, even if some areas are offline due to a storm.
One of our strengths is that we don't have all of our eggs in the same basket. We don't have the entire blood supply here in Orlando. We have blood supplies in what we call hubs all over the state. So we try to balance those and assure that the blood is in the place that it needs to be and in those hospitals that are most likely to have casualties.
So when you're loading up on storm supplies and securing your home, be sure to add donating blood to your hurricane checklist, so we can all plan ahead and be prepared. I'm Nancy Gay for Florida's Blood Centers, where local heroes are saving lives.